Yeah, we're about to lay down.
I'm coming in hot. Coming in hot. Coming in hot. Hey, why not? Yeah, I'm coming in hot. Coming in hot. Coming in hot. Shoot that shot. Shoot that shot. Shoot, why not? Hey, why not? Ain't no big. Ain't no big. Feel like Pac. Feel like Pac. We can't lose. We can't stop. We can't stop. Yeah, coming in hot. Coming in hot. Coming in hot. Coming in hot. Shoot that shot. Hey, why not? Hey, why not? Hey, watch out.
Hey, what it do, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the Grown and Saved Collective. It's yours truly, Dave Settle. I got my homie, none other than Pastor Bishop, the legendary Von Juan. What's up, homie?
What's going down, man? How you feeling this week, Dave?
Man, you think with all this energy that I'm not tired, but I'm like exhausted beyond belief, bro.
You don't look it. That's good. As long as you don't look
Hey,
tired.
I can't. I mean, how can you look tired? We got like the incomparable. I'm about to pull out all these big words for you real quick. The legendary, the incredible, the amazing, the astonishing. Man, let's give it up for my homie, Beaumont's finest, Luke Whitney in the building, y'all.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That means a lot, man. For real.
Oh man, no, straight up, man, straight up. I am so excited for one that as hip hop as I am, like I am secretly, and it's not a secret anymore, like the biggest guitar fan head on the planet. So, he done pulled it out. He done pulled it out, Vaughn. He done pulled it out.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
He done pulled it out, man.
It's about to happen.
Hey, I don't know. You can't pull nothing out like that, man. And not bless us with anything, man.
I'm in here with my my main man, really the only producer I work with nowadays, Darren Billy Jr., aka King Labox.
What up, Labbox?
Hey, he look like he back there working hard too. Like he like, hold on, let me.
Man.
Put it in, man. We got to put it in.
Still consistent, staying consistent. That's good.
Yeah, man. My whole last project that I did called Sunsets, he did the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have to talk, man. You know, I'm feeling a little creative right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Y'all looking creative, man.
What'd you say?
I said y'all looking creative, man. Everybody's in the studio.
Yeah, look like y'all cooking something up over there.
Yeah. Count on it.
Especially the way he turned around like one of those like villains in a scary movie, you know, that had like the big cats. Did you see the way he turned around in the chair? See, did he? They like Pinky in the Brain about to take over the world.
Yeah, man.
But let's talk about that record though, real quick, Vaughn, man. I gotta talk about that record though, because the Sunsets joint, the whole record is fire. I used I got that feeling for the promo video, but the whole record is one that you can literally put on from beginning to end. I think I told you earlier, man, I went on a road trip earlier and played it like twice and fell in love with it. Tell us a little bit about that record and why it was so special for you, where like how the two of y'all came together to create this magic.
Yeah, so my business partner, Steve-O, Black Card Steve-O.
Steve-O.
Yeah, shout out Steve-O.
Yeah.
He introduced me to Darren, and from immediately we started cooking. Like we made a lot of songs in a short amount of time, and then we picked from those that we liked, and we released Stages, which was a 4-song EP that I released last year. And so as time went by, Steve-O introduced us to Ruben Rivera at Extreme Music. in the Made series. And so this is a play on publishing that Steve-O hooked us up with through TV and film.
Nice.
And so they said, hey, we want 8 songs on one project. Hey, you can do more than 8 songs, but we want 8 songs. And so that's what we gave them. We took 2 songs off of, so they told us in like August, and we had it done. We had it done by November, and then they wanted us to make some tweaks to it, and then it released in March. So yeah, it was a long process, but we did it all in my house. All on my microphone, all on my computer. He would just come over and we'd cook. I'd buy his food and we'd rock it out. I mean, most of the time it was overnight sessions. Lots of overnight sessions, to the point where in the morning I'm like, bro, like you can like pass out on the couch. Like you don't gotta drive home right now. Son just
I
came.
remember them days, man. Producers getting paid with Taco Bell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Weed and Timmy Chan. That's what it was. You got weed and Timmy Chan, they good. Yeah, they gonna put that all night. Yeah.
Let me work.
Just don't ride a weed. Man, hey Luke, tell me something, man. When did your passion for music begin, man? How early did you start? I guess on your own doing music, but then when did you start actually like getting into the studio and things like that?
Man, when I was like 10 years old, I would be my cousin in Tennessee, Zach Hall. He would produce, and he still produces to this day. He's one of the best producers I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
But he would mess around on GarageBand back in the day. We all, his whole family had Apple products, so he just, and our whole family's musicians, so naturally they've went after Apple products. But with GarageBand, he'd make beats and I'd rap on them. And
you got bars.
I need to see the villain spin real quick. I need to see the villain spin real quick.
They must be cooking, Dave.
I'm just saying, man. Look. I would not be surprised, man. I'm truly. I love your productions, right? But I am a huge fan of your covers, right? I love just watching you real organically on IG. Just it literally looks like you just come home late at night and pick up your guitar and just be like, you know what, I'm feeling this right now. Whether it's I mean, you played. I think it was like a Mary Mary joint yesterday, which is probably one of the most difficult vocally songs to like pull off. And I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like it just came out so good. I was like, it was fire, bro. Like Vaughn, if you haven't heard it, it was dope. And then you show off your guitar chops on like Play That Funky Music, White Boy. I'm like, bro, that is a tough song, like to get your fingers. All right, you can tell. All right, here, let me just say this, Vaughn. Let me say this. I'm really jealous because I studied private jazz guitar when I was at HBU. I've always wanted to be a really good guitarist, but I'm like mediocre at best. Like I can play a couple chords and lead worship. You know what I'm saying? So I'm deep down inside like the president of the Luke Whitney Hater Club. Yeah. That's me. Not the fan club. I'm a president of the Hater Club. No.
I love it.
But when did you know that you were good? Like I know you said you started at 10, right? But when did you know that you were like, all right, bet because like I said, I never crossed that threshold. When did you know, like, bet I could actually make a living doing this?
Man, I still hadn't thought that.
Wow.
I don't know. I'm musically illiterate. I don't know nothing about, like, I'm learning, right? I'm almost 30 years old. I'll be 30 in May. And I've put myself through music theory lately within the past like 3 years, like trying to figure out what key I'm playing in just off the rip, just hearing it, and not by having to have a tuner or stuff like that, and just actually knowing what chords I'm playing and stuff like that. Like I've never known that. It's always been straight off the ear, and yeah, I still don't think I'm an awesome guitar player. But you always got to get better. I will be a good guitar player.
But
But
it's definitely
in
obvious.
my eyes, it's I love it. That means a lot to me. Like, cause I ain't never heard nobody say that to me before. So like that is cool. What's up, Vaughn?
No, I say you definitely stand out. You know what I mean? I think you've been able to be in some unique positions. And what is the response from? I know it's a unique question, but what is your response from the African American community with your skill set when they hear you sing, when they hear you playing? What do you get from people of my color?
Man, the response is overwhelming, to be honest with you. And really that's thanks to Toe, because when he brought me in, so April 20th of 2017, he hit me up on Instagram. And that was when he was doing the Dope Art shows. And he invited me in on the Dope Art show. And really, that was the first time I'd ever got a response like that.
Wow. That's the first time I saw you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And really, it's overwhelming. Like that was, and it's mainly black folk, and that is, it's a beautiful thing, because I would think, like I am soulful, and that's off of listening to black people sing, bro.
Yeah. Is that the Tennessee?
Well, I was born in Oklahoma.
Okay.
And so, my mom was a country singer in and out of Nashville. Johnny Cash loved my mama. That's crazy,
Really?
but it's facts.
Wow.
And,
not too many people can say that,
That's right.
Yeah, but everybody's, my mom sings, my dad, both sets of grandparents, both my sisters. Well, 2 out of 3 of my sisters. My little sister can't sing. She caught my stepmom's gene. Hey, that's a good song. Hold up.
Yeah.
What?
My little sister can't sing. She can.
Stepmama jeans.
She got stepmama jeans. But no, she really can't sing if she tries. She just turned 16 September 2nd. So I actually think she'd probably be able to sing, because I didn't find my voice till I was 14. After I went through puberty and all that. But
yeah, it changes your voice. It changes that'll change a lot of things. That'll change a lot of things. One being your voice, and a lot of other things as well. But speaking of black folks, watch this segue. Speaking of black folks and the Dope Art Show, leave it to the white guy to talk about black folks. But speaking of the Dope Art Show, one of my favorite shows, man, I miss the Dope Art shows, man. I'm like, I know Tobe is busy. Like, tell Toby to let me and Vaughn spearhead that joint, right? Like, we'll take over. But check this out. Check this out. I'm gonna go straight to the audience real quick. We usually save this for later, right? But I've got somebody like blowing up my phone and like beating down our door trying to get in. And we normally don't do this, right? We normally just kind of like flash up the questions on the bottom and we read them. But this person has been blowing me up all day. They're a huge fan, and I need to bring them on. All right. So hold up, fellas, real quick. Let me do this real quick, because they have a very special question for you. Let's see what happens. I have no idea what's about to happen.
Hey, Luke, I heard you say puberty, and I had to get on the call. I heard he must want JJ on this call. Vaughn, what up? What up, what up, man?
She heard puberty.
Letterbox, I heard him say puberty. I ran to the call. I said, I need to be on that thing. Yeah.
That's all it takes.
Hey, Luke,
out of line.
Y'all all in the studio. Don't think y'all the only person in the studio. Don't think.
Okay.
Know what I'm saying? Don't think y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, fun fact. I was signed to Vaughn Christian label. Like my second record deal ever was signed to Vaun on, Von has had 7 different record.
Come on.
Oh, she went silent.
Uh-oh, we lost
JJ.
Can y'all hear me?
There she went.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, dang.
Dang, this was getting good. See, y'all should have told me. Now that I know that, like, all it takes is for you to like start talking about puberty.
Uh-huh.
And
She got a lot.
he jumped like a teeny.
And I didn't know JJ was signed to the record label, Vaughn. Like, why you been holding out on me, man?
Man, me and JJ go back, man. We go back like Ajax, for sure, for sure.
Come on. Well, while we waiting on JJ to come through, check this out. I had this come across the screen. I was gonna ask this, but somebody else asked it too. We got to know, who's your favorite guitarist?
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Oh,
Ooh.
now check this out.
Yeah.
I don't remember this,
I
but my
talked
dad
about
swears it's true. I actually saw Stevie Ray Vaughan in concert when I was like 3.
You're lying.
3. So of course I don't remember, and all I have is my dad's word. But hey, I tell everybody I was there. I was there, bro.
Bro,
I was there.
that's huge. My mom and dad saw him together like 2 weeks before he died.
Hold on,
Really?
let's try this one more time. I think we got something special going. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hey, am I back?
You are back.
Hey, let me tell y'all about how how God and the Holy Spirit work. The Holy Spirit knew I was about to say some foolishness, and he blocked all that. Got blocked. I dropped off the whole broadcast. But seriously, Vaughn has been like, before Christian hip hop was like a thing or a gimmick, or everybody who was like saved, but like everybody who wanted to rap but didn't have bars and they thought that God could help them. Before that whole wave of people, like God, like Vaughn has been doing it. Anybody who comes out of Texas or comes out the South in Christian hip hop, they have all worked with Vaughn or could attribute some of their success to Vaughn. So respect, Vaughn. Thank you for like many opportunities early on.
Yeah, I appreciate the love, for sure, man.
Absolutely. Let me get to Luke. Hey, so Dave said I could ask any 3 questions I wanted to ask on here. He said I had.
Oh no.
He said this not a Christian podcast. He said I could come over here. He said if I wanted to cuss, I can, but I'm not gonna cuss. Because
Okay.
God has worked on me. God has worked on me.
Right.
Yes.
So I'm not gonna say any cuss words. So I'm gonna go light with the first one. My first question for people who are listening who might not know, how tall are you?
6'3", if I stand up straight.
So the reason I wanted to ask that question first, a lot of people will see Luke far on a stage, or every time you see him, he's kind of like this. I had the pleasure to be on tour with him. Luke jumped out the top bunk and his head was still like way up to the top. Luke always is like, no one could tell. Like Luke is like 6'3.5" and nobody knows. So that was my very important question. My second question is, are you single?
Ooh.
No.
Luke, as an artist, you just gonna say no straight up like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that brings me to my third question.
I love that.
Here's my and you do. My third question is, as an artist, an entrepreneur, a performer, anything, how are you able to balance a real relationship with becoming a superstar, being a superstar, touring music, having a very non-traditional work schedule?
Patience.
Oh, come on, these strong one-liners.
Yeah, it's a lot of patience and compromise, and but we're compatible, and that's it makes it a lot easier. She lives in Austin.
Ooh,
And
it's long distance.
yeah, I live in Houston. And
Is she a chocolate woman?
No.
I was wondering too.
She looks Egyptian. She looks like a.
No, she got a lot of flavor, Vaughn. She got
flavor.
She definitely got flavor. But look at Luke. Luke got flavor, so he's not gonna, he gonna come with it. All right, Luke. Let me ask a bonus question. Of all the producers that you could work with, and I know a lot of producers want to work with you. They slide you, they beat tape or whatever. Besides the chemistry with you and Labbox, what's the main reason that he's one of your main producers?
Besides the chemistry,
Yeah.
he's a wizard.
Because he's
He's a wizard. This dude is he's musically, because like I was just saying, I'm musically, and so this guy will come in here and I'll play something off the head, out like just hearing something, and he'll actually put those chords together. Church chords everybody likes to hear, and that stuff I don't know how to do it yet. And this dude actually he puts songs together like nobody I've ever heard. And he knows what I want to hear, and he's dope.
Hey, Vaughn and Dave, something funny, quick, true story about Labbox. He is a wizard. I promise you, there was a song I was trying to figure out in what key it was. Me, who am never in key, he heard like 5 seconds, and he did something on the piano, and automatic, like literally, he walked by the piano and could tell the key. Like, we could hook up all these devices that tell you what key you're in, what chord. I swear, he walked by and he was like, G, and he kept walking. Like, I'm telling you, he really does. When Luke says he can hear things, he can. Most producers, and I can only say this because Vaughn knows, I've been around the music industry for a while. Like a lot of people don't know, as an artist, as well as a host, and like I've been around hundreds of producers. None of them can do what the box can do, as far as he can hear a song. I've seen him write 5 songs in one day for 5 different artists, and they all sound different and dynamic. And he wrote it, and he sung it, and he referenced it, and he did the track for it. He did the background vocals for it. Like, he did the album art for it. He put the website up. He tour bus guy. He the security.
He passed out the flyers. He like stood on the street corner and sold them out the back of his trunk.
Luke is not exaggerating. Like, Luke does not exaggerate. I exaggerate often, but Luke does not exaggerate. This is he is the truth. So thank y'all for letting me crash the show. I know it's a guys' party.
Oh, I love you.
I'm my favorite on here. Look, I'm gonna see you soon. I'll hit you later, but I'm in the mix with some stuff. I'm gonna see you soon.
JJ's just gonna be popping up on you left and right. You're not even gonna know it.
I always do. He already know what.
Jumping out of bushes.
Always do.
Yeah. JJ. Just don't hop out of the bushes and scare nobody.
Love y'all so much. Bye, Dave. Peace, y'all. Thank y'all for having me on.
Come back.
I will. Bye, y'all.
For sure.
Look, bro.
Energy, man.
Dog, yeah, we had to have a little fun and give you a hard time, bro. I did not give her 3 questions though. Just FYI. You know, just, yeah. I love JJ to death, man. She's too cool. She's too cool. Listen, you mentioned Tobe a couple of times. Tobe and I go way, way back. Love Tobe like a brother. That's actually how I discovered you. And you've had the wonderful opportunity of being, well, I say opportunity, you might use another word, but you had the wonderful privilege of being on tour with Toby. Tell me a little bit about what that was like and just what it's like to work with somebody like Toby and the whole crew.
It's a lot. It's such a blessing. Such a blessing. Like, I mean, because they brought me in with open arms, man, and it really is a family thing. When they say it's a family affair, it really is. Like, everybody looks out for each other, and it was really enjoyable. You know, we have our times of uncomfortable situations and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, like, it was all family. It was we all come together and we have a good time at the end of the day. So, I can't wait to go back out. To be honest with you, to answer your question, it's a beautiful time.
I think what's cool about even like JJ, you know, if you ever heard the music she's made and what Toby's making, what you're doing, you guys are able to find this line, right? This zone where it's the faith is there, the street is there, the mainstream is there, and you're able to touch so many different people at the same time. I think about a song like Alicia Keys' No One, you know what I mean? And she sings that song and she's talking about love. She could be talking about God. She could be talking about her mom. What do you feel is the key to walking that lane, staying true, not compromising, but still putting out phenomenal pieces of work, bro?
Man, it's walking in purpose. Like Toby likes to make purpose popular. So that was a big thing for me. It's like, why am I here? You know, like, what do I want to accomplish? And it's being true, finding out who your real self is, not being soft on yourself. I've always kind of been hard on myself because I want to operate at a high standard. And so it's always just holding yourself accountable, and because self-discipline's everything. And we all battle that. We all have lazy days, some more than others, but it's always just making sure that you're holding yourself accountable. And I think that's one thing that Toby is, he's mastered it. The dude is a monster.
He's a genius.
Yeah, he's a real life genius.
Yeah, your guys, your whole circle is, I consider it a winner circle. You know what I mean? Like if you see somebody on camera with you guys, like the caliber is so high. You know what I mean? And what type of business accountability, if I could ask, are you guys have any type of expectation for each other? Like, hey man, we got to ride this thing out together. We need to become a label. How do you guys look at that, man?
Yeah, we all know how well each other operate, especially under pressure. So like, Toby demands that, and it's something that we all are like completely okay with, because he expects us to operate at a certain standard, and we should, and we do. So I think it's really Toby's demand and Toby's like seriousness about what he's doing. Like, he is not playing.
Listen, let me tell you this. Toby is like that with not just music and not just football back when he used to play. Toby is like that with eating cereal. Like, that's just Toby. Like, he's like, bro, if you don't have the right ratio of milk and cereal, like, be gone. Like, I don't want that. It's just, I remember we were hanging lights one time for Eric Thomas, and I was doing something, I had the crew and we were hanging the line arrays, and he was like, hey bro, like that one is like 2 inches off. I was like, bro, for real? Like, but to that point, that's why everything comes off so flawlessly. Like, Toby is very attention to detail.
Yeah, because you attempt some runs that I'm like, is he gonna hit it? Is he gonna land it? This is live right now. I know they're not gonna do this whole takeover. They've been filming for 2, and he gonna try that run right now.
Come on.
Hey, but you always land the run. I just want to commend you, because it's some high caliber runs, bro. You knock it out the park. So I just want to say, man, you and your boys, man, y'all do the thing, and it's a pleasure for the culture. Every time we turn on and see you guys, man, for sure.
But speaking of that, Vaughn, man, you bring up a good point. I gotta ask Luke though, from someone who self-proclaimed is not like a trained musician, right? And we used to have this saying back in school. It was like, if you ever want to get a guitarist to shut up, put a piece of music in front of them. And but like when you're hitting those runs, and even on bad days, let's say vocally, you're like, man, I'm just not in it, but you still gotta give it. Are there some secret tricks up your sleeve that you use to like pull those runs off? Like, that's the thing I love about blues and jazz and soul. But man,
once he closed his eyes, he about to black out.
Them faces though, I was hoping.
If Luke's eyes closed, he about to black out. 4,000%, bro. You about to get it. Hey, he do this, it's a wrap. But go ahead.
There's been times like that. There's been times on the road where I was sick as a dog and I had to operate. And it really comes down to don't try too hard. Don't get out there and try to just just let it flow, man. Just because you get out there and you're not feeling well and you're uncomfortable and your nerves are whooping you, then it's like you just got to relax, man. And it's hard, but that's the only answer. Because if your water intake's okay, you've been drinking water. My thing is taking conscious breaths, drinking lots of water, and I'll be all right. If I talk during the day, I don't necessarily have to sing, but just talking will warm my vocal cords up, and just drinking water and taking my conscious breaths and opening up my lungs, I'll be all right. But on days, like you're saying, on days where I'm just not feeling it,
y'all about to hit the scene pretty soon here, right? You and Tobe got something up your sleeves in a couple of weeks or maybe a month. Tell us a little bit about that, man. Go ahead, give us a little sneak peek of what's to come.
Yeah, that's so the 27th. That's in, what is that, in 2 weeks?
Of this month?
Yeah. So that's
September 27th.
Yep. 3 weeks away. So a little over 3 weeks away.
Tell us what's going down, man. What can we expect?
It's gonna be a show. It's gonna be like a, have you ever watched Palladium? So it's gonna be a show. You're gonna get to watch the showcase. And if you got subwoofers and stuff in your home audio, then you're gonna see the show. And it's gonna be a real deal, beautiful thing. Like we just had rehearsal this morning, and he was telling me about, or what he wasn't telling me, but David was telling me what was gonna happen, and David Michael Wyatt. And it's a beautiful thing. Everybody needs to watch it. It's gonna be crazy.
I'm definitely getting my tickets, and we're gonna check it out. I was speaking of performances, I saw you had your weapon earlier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's it gonna take to catch a little live impromptu for the camera, brother? Can we make something happen?
Shoot. Hold on.
That's the true nature of a real artist.
Yes,
like on the spot, no practice.
Okay.
No. Yes.
Okay.
So I brought my acoustic with me to the session because I have to. Just in my mind, I stay strapped. So what y'all want to hear?
I used to stay strapped too, man, but it wasn't
like Jay Prince.
Let me play y'all one of my favorite songs to play.
Come on with it.
Make sure we're sounding right.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, Luke Whitney in the building. You had no idea you was about to get a live acoustic session. I don't even think he had an idea. Take it away, brother.
So, okay. Me and Darren did this song, aka King Labox. We did this. Where's your So me and King Labox wrote this song.
I'm gonna get you like a cat, dog.
The evil one.
I wrote it about my girl, because she lives in Austin. I live in Houston, and I wish that I could watch every sunset with her, but I can't. And so we're way towards that point. You know what I'm saying? I get lost in the moment. Let me take up my time. It's already morning. Sweeping up all night. And time again, I seem to tell myself that after all this time, I don't need nobody else. Come look at all the stars with me. No, they won't be too far to see. Girl, you can leave your heart with me. I hate to be apart from you. During all of sunsets, moonlight, too tired to ride to you, to tonight. But I can't stop thinking about how we've been sinking deeper into love. And it's like I shouted, Ollie, Ollie, oxen free. Won't you come out for me? Ollie, Ollie, oxen free. And it's like I shouted, Ollie, Ollie, oxen free. Won't you come out for me? Won't you come out for me? And I'll be there. Yeah. Girl, I like you more than just a little bit. Yeah. Come here and give me that bottom. I'm trying to nibble it. Yeah. I wasn't ready, girl. You got me on my enemy. Just gotta go and buy you some flowers for the hell of it. For the hell of it. Yeah, yeah. Come look at all the stars with me. Yeah. No, they won't be too far to see. Girl, you can leave your heart with me. I hate to be apart from you. During all the sunset, moonlight, too tired to ride to you tonight. But I can't stop thinking about how we've been sinking deeper into love. It's like I shouted, Ollie, Ollie, oxen free. Won't you come out for me? Ollie, Ollie, oxen free. And it's like I shouted, Ollie, Ollie, oxen free. Won't you come out for me? Won't you come out for me? And I'll be there. Woo, yeah, yeah. Huh.
Man, we need some like applaud, like those applauding sound effects. Like,
Hey, you got me right, boy. It's about to be right, Luke. Luke, you done set it off. It's about to go down, Luke. Hold on, baby. It's about to go. Hey, we ready. I'm gonna hit you back.
That's what Grown and Saved is all about, right there.
That's it, baby.
Well, I'm about to go work on number 5.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
I'm gonna
Hey,
need
that was
you
fire,
to sing
brother.
chords to that joint so I could like pretend to be you when ain't nobody looking.
Yeah.
That's amazing, brother. You got a gift, man.
Thank you.
You got a gift. And you rode that line. You know what I mean? You hit that hell of a. You know what I'm saying? You threw the hell of it in there. Just to, you feel me? Tell me how would you describe your spiritual walk, my brother?
Oh man, it's been tough.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, because I got a lot of questions, and you know we're put on this earth with no answers, and we got to figure it out. And I got a lot of people in a lot of different walks of life, and who am I to tell them that they're wrong? Yeah, and so I think that our walk of faith is an individual thing, and we can never stop. You always got to seek, and I think that it's important to put more time into it than we think we should. I've been. Me and God got a lot closer in the past 3 months.
Having a woman to do that. Yeah. I think, for me, I think there's an answer. I think God is the answer. I think the word of God for me, of course, is an answer. But it definitely is a lot of questions, man. And I think it's more about relationship than religion. And people get hit over the head with religion when we need to all walk it out. Because at the end of the day, you need to know for you, and I need to know for me, right? How I feel in that capacity. You know what I mean? But our thing is grown and saved. So when you see that in the platform, what does that mean to you? What do you think? How would you define that?
Grown and saved. I mean, because our whole life, when you talk about grown Christians, you think that they're just cookie cutter, good people.
Mm.
But like I said, people walk in so many different walks of life. Like people think we got to make God cool again. You know what I'm saying? Like people attach Christianity to just not being cool, and
Wow.
and it's like you got to change that, and it's really cool. What's really cool is being so confident in your walk, and so like what Toby's doing, and so unapologetically confident in your walk. And that, the past 3 months has really, like, man, like a lot of questions being answered, a lot of talking to God, and people always say, give me a sign, but I don't say give me a sign. I just want guidance.
Yeah.
And it happens every time, and in an interesting way.
Yeah.
I think the coolest part is being around great people, authentic people, and
Yeah.
I think Toby's definitely is the purest, most confident male figure where it's not soft. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think
it takes a real confident man to pull up to the BET Awards and some slides and some tube socks. You know what I'm saying?
And own it.
I pulled out something earlier. I was on a Zoom call earlier, and I had a freaking jacket, a blazer and a shirt with my hooping shorts on, and my slides. And my daughter, who's like the hugest Toby fan, she's like, "Oh, I see you with the Toby vibes." I'm like, "For real?" Like,
yeah.
Toby is now like the slide endorser of all time.
It works.
And that's one thing that Toby does, man, is he gracefully makes God cool. He's bringing God back into the mainstream, man. And I've been saying this for a long time. Like, he's gonna change the world.
He's doing it.
He's on a mission. And 2 months ago, he had half the followers he has right now.
Wow.
If you go look 2 months ago, before he dropped Try Jesus, he had not even 500,000 followers.
Mm.
He's up over 800 now. So
he got 1 million. You gonna hit him when he hit that million? What you gonna do, Luke? What you gonna do?
A million.
Straight out the mud. Yeah.
I'll say this though, man. You said something that really struck a chord with me, man. Is that I've got questions, right? And growing up, I used to be a know-it-all, right? But it seemed like the more I got questions answered, it seemed like the more questions I started to have. It was like the veil was being torn off from my head. You feel me? It's like the closer I get to God, sometimes it feels like I start to realize how truly far away from Him I am, and it just makes you want to keep more like a treasure hunt. You know what I'm saying?
Never stop seeking. Never.
Dog.
It's always, and I love that.
Yeah, I appreciate your transparency, man, your honesty, and just like always giving it your all and throwing it out there, bro. And especially for coming and kicking it with us, man. Vaughn, what's on your heart, bro?
Man, I'm good. It's an honor, bro. We're really trying to push this, and like you said, man, slowly making Jesus cool. I mean, what's cooler than walking on water? You know what I mean?
Come on, man.
We got to do our best, and having people like you, advocates, to support what we're doing. And man, we big you up, brother. We praying for you. We believe in you. Shout out to Big Lab Ox back there. We got to connect soon. And man, we're gonna keep this thing moving.
Yeah. I appreciate y'all, man. It really means a lot.
Right. Was Lab Ox, was he hitting some harmonies back there while you were singing?
He was.
I thought I heard.
Yeah. I was like, who is, like, where did Jason Mraz come from? Like, Dave Matthews in the background. Like, Dave Matthews was cutting up in the back. Like,
yeah.
Okay. I know we're supposed to wrap it up, Vaughn. Give me. I got one more, dog. I got one more. So, in a lot of your lives, and a lot of your posts on Instagram, this is something that's super dope to me. The juxtaposition of these two posters. You got a poster of Stevie Ray, and then on the other side, you got Tupac and Snoop, which I believe sums up your style. I don't know if not, but tell me about that.
The snizzle dizzle swag though. He got the snizzle dizzle on the swag.
So the posters that I have in my studio are Van Gogh, Snoop and Tupac, Stevie Ray, Johnny Cash, Ray Charles, Michael Jordan,
yeah,
Buddy Guy. I got a signed T-shirt from Buddy Guy. My mom got it for me. So I framed it, and then I got a poster of Stan Lee's Marvel characters in like a classic, like old school vibe. But yeah, it's just all the greats. I put the studio up, man. I want to be surrounded by the greats because I want to be a great, and it's all my favorites, man.
It comes out, man. It definitely comes out, bro. And hold on to that Buddy Guy, man. Definitely one of my favorite guitarists of all time. You know, but you have definitely come up in ranks, bro. So I'm a fan. Vaughn, it's been great. JJ say she is going to officially crash more of these, regardless of who is on.
I love JJ. I'd love to see it.
Yeah,
yeah, man. What's next, Luke? What you got next, bro? I know you said you got Toby on the 27th. Anything that you want to tell the people out there, man? Be on the lookout. What's coming up for you, bro?
Yeah, I just released a single called Window, produced by the Problem Solvers. Smash! It's a different sound than that I work with Darren, but it's their sound, and by working with them, I inherit their sound, and it is so dope because it's different and it's modern, but it's different, and I really dig it. So, and plus they're super cool guys. The chemistry within that circle right there is super dope. Also met through Black Car Steve-O, the homie. So
the homie.
Yeah. But that, and we got Toby's show on the 27th of September, last Sunday of the month. We're working on a new project right now as we speak. This one's dope. This one. The pre-chorus of this, I say, I'm holding a Bible. I'm on bended knees, right next to my rifle. They both give me peace. I'm knowing I'm liable to find what I seek, and the people I die for are right beside me. So
yeah,
it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be like
that lane. That lane I'm talking about. Yes, sir.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh.
On the one hand, got the rifle in the other.
Yeah.
I gotta hear the melody. I gotta hear the progression on that joint, man. It sounds like it's gonna be super, super dope, bro. I really. Oh, hold on. I was just saying, like, he looked like. No, I was. Yeah, not. I'm saying I can't wait. I can't wait to hear. Is what I was saying. Can't wait to hear. Listen, we got to wrap up. Luke, you're phenomenal. I truly believe you've barely scratched the surface on all that you have to offer the world. So we're excited to be a part of this journey with you, dog. Like, we're gonna be there every step of the way. From breaking through the country to the world. Like, it's going down, bro. Like I just said it here. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are phenomenal. I want to thank everybody for all their support, for tuning in tonight, for all of your questions, your feedback. JJ, we want to say a very special thank you to JJ for popping in. You are the man.
And I'm gonna go holler at the wife.
Come on, boy.
Yeah. That's right. We will be back here next week at 9:00 Wednesday. That's right, Wednesday. We will be back 9:00. Luke, I can't wait to hear all this phenomenal music, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to check us out on grownandsafe.com. New merch coming all the time. It's going down. Luke, appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, brother. Be careful.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.